All right, guys, how y'all doing? I see it looks like we got one, maybe two in here. So this is my first time doing this. I have no idea what I'm doing. So just bear with me and, drop some comments in there. Let me know what's going on. I'm just trying to just do this tonight. It's not going to be a real long live stream. I do a lot of videos and I get to see what you guys all have to say about it. But it's going to be kind of neat to actually maybe chat with a little bit of you guys. So yeah, I think that's going to be pretty fun, but I figured I'd give this a try, see what happens. If you have any comments or anything, just drop them in there for me. Let me know you can hear me okay. Looks like the audio is working fine. Hopefully the cameras are working fine. Just kind of get my feet wet with this to see how it is. So we'll give it a try and see what happens. Who do I got out there with me here? Go ahead and drop me a comment. Let me know who you are and see what we got going on. I don't know if the chats are working or if you can hear me. Just drop me something. Let me know you can hear me. I kind of played around with this a little bit earlier today, and it seemed like it was working fine. But until I went live, it was I just wasn't really sure. So, but I'm going to type something in here real quick. Welcome all. Let's see if that's going to post up for us. All right, it showed up there. Got it showing. Should be scrolling over here as well too. All right, let's take a look. I see it up on that chat, but I'm not seeing it on my screen here. So I'm going to refresh it and see what that does. Yeah, it don't look like it's popping up on there yet either. So let me come over here. See what's kind of going on. That looks like you got about 4 of you guys in here, so hopefully you guys can hear me. Just give me a little something. Let me know you can that you guys can hear me. All right, that's not popping up there for some reason. So let me turn this off here. I'm going to go back in here again and redo it. Pop-up selection should be going there now. Yeah, I'm not sure why it's not. Oh, you can hear me? All right. Hey, Jack in the shop, how you doing? This is my first time, Jack, so, a little nervous, little jitters going on, but I feel I'd give it a try. But I'm not going to stay too long tonight. I just want to give it a try, get my feet wet, just jump in here and kind of see what we have. Hopefully try to make this a little bit reoccurring, kind of see how things go. So, kind of, I watch all the other content creators, and you guys are all out there doing that stuff, and it looks fun. So, to be able to interact with you guys, I think is going to be pretty cool. So, it looks like it's just me and you, Jack. But I know when I first got you, when I first saw you subscribe to my channel, I was like, yeah, okay, now, I see you all over the place, so I know you're out there, and I know you do stuff. I watch your videos, so that was kind of cool. Making videos suck. Yes, it does sometimes. Yes, it does. I don't know why it's not pulling up on this bottom down here. Should be pulling up along here. I'm gonna refresh this as well too. See if I can get that to pop up on there. Yeah, I like the work you do. I mean, when you're doing this stuff, watch it, because I'm okay at this, but I'm always learning every day. But when I watch you do those 3D carvings, things like that, man, that's crazy. That's crazy what you got. What kind of what you know and how you know how to do it. So that's real cool. I like that. I did do a little bit of dive, a little bit into the 3D carving. Made that little one there. So came out pretty nice. Try to get a little better light on it. Came out pretty good. I liked it. Just did a small one just to see what it would do, and then I made a bigger one, probably, I don't know, what was it, maybe 13 inches, and I did that for my folks, and that actually came out really nice. The bigger, the more detail and all. So that was kind of cool. I like that. But it ain't nothing like what you're putting out there with it. One day maybe, but I appreciate that, Jack. Thank you. I do appreciate that. I was using, what was I using? Carveco Maker for that, so I'm kind of excited whenever Millmage gets themselves together, try to get Millmage out there, which is a little bit of that 3D carving. We're kind of messing with that a lot. Some of my videos are on that, but, it's like taking baby steps right now with it, but getting free and being able to play with it and do some stuff, free, kind of makes it, worth it. I was paying, what was it, 15 or 16 for Carveco Maker? I think it was a month, and I said, okay. Yeah, it does. I use the alligator clip. I use the alligator clip on that, so yeah, it definitely does. I don't even have a keyhole maker. I gotta figure out, doing that. All right, why is this not popping up here for me? I don't usually, when I click on it, it's supposed to put what you have right in there, but it's not putting it up for me for some reason. So I'm going to undo the docs. I'm going to pull it back up and see if that's going to put it in there so I can put your comment that you put up there. All right, still not showing up there for some reason. I see the scroll chat's going, but yeah, but that's not showing up there. Millmage has a long way to go. But I don't do the stuff you do either, Jack. It's my stuff is pretty basic for what I do, like just little signs and things. Nothing real extravagant. I kind of made that the one day and just messing around with it. I was going to try to sell it, but I didn't take it down to the guy to try to sell it. I had a fellow that was going to try to sell those things for me, but I just didn't bring it down to him. But that's just those little kind of things is all I do. I do those little things with the CNC machine. So Millmage is perfect for that kind of stuff. If you're going to do it. Plus, it's free, So I kind of like that. Yeah, I want so much for Millmage to be great. I hope it does. It kind of seems like maybe it's going to eventually, they're going to get there. I guess they're kind of trying to work on the 3D part right now. I'm sure that's going to be a while, and it's kind of weird because. Mr. Dory's, that's what he started out with was CNC when he was first starting out. So he knows what it is. He knows how to do it. I guess it's just a matter now of getting the team to get it down for him. But it's free right now. They're letting me, play with it, put some videos out on it. So, like I said, for what I do, it works fine. I just have that little Jimitsu 4040 Reno, so. It does okay. It's not too bad. But I was definitely hoping for a little bit more by now. And hopefully it's going to be coming. Yeah, we bounce between 3 and 4 and 5 people in here, so we'll play around a little bit more and see what it does. I'd like to be able to get that to pop up on here. I don't know why she's not. Well, I said, this is my first time. I did a little trial one earlier today. Me and my sister, I had her looking at it, but it was working fine. Then I just can't get that, to be able to click on your comment, and it should put it up in the bottom, but it's not putting it up there for some reason. Let me go back over into here. Yeah, that would definitely be a big plus. That's for sure. If they can just get VCarb to work. I don't know. It's going to be a little bit. I don't know anything about that program and stuff. So that's way above me. I am streaming with OBS, and that's the main part that I'm using. And I'm using Ninja to do the other parts of this for the chats and all. But I don't know why it's not pulling up. It was, like I said, it was working earlier. I got my chat box in the bottom right working, which is cool. I can't get that one to go across the bottom. For some reason, it's not. Maybe, I don't think that's what it was. We try to click on it now. No, that's still not what it was. Yeah, I'm not sure why it's not going now, but this I like it. This is pretty cool. Getting to talk to you, and if I can get some people coming in, eventually, I'm going to get you to come in here with me, Jack. You can come in here and just kind of talk a little bit, because your knowledge is here, my knowledge is here, so it'll be awesome. I looked at StreamYard, and I don't know why. I asked Gemini between StreamYard and the Ninja. What is it here? You don't even see it now. Ninja Chat, yeah, that's what it's called. So I was looking at StreamYard, and they had a free version, and I was really looking at doing that, but they kind of said if I'm used to OBS, that going to the Ninja chat would work pretty good for me. I'd be kind of familiar with it, so. But eventually I'll get them to pop up, and I'm not sure what I did wrong. I might need to restart the OBS, because I turned the docs off on it. The Ninja chat, I turned it off, and when I put it back on, it's still not popping up there for me, so. But that's all right. Oh, are you on the free one? Do you like it? Does it work good for you? All right. The chat, that's right here. Local. Yeah, so I'm not gonna worry about it tonight. But anyway, on the free StreamYard, you get a little duck logo. Yeah, that's what that they were saying, is that you get that little duck logo on it, and you can't get rid of it unless you do the paid version. So I wouldn't mind that. I mean, if it had the duck logo, it is what it is. We work hard for our money, and it's sometimes hard. I think it was $20 a month for it, I think. So to get the paid version for it, but I'm probably going to go to that, because I do want to add people to the stream. So, I can get you in here. Once I get more people coming in and being able to do this, I'll be able to get you to come in with me, and we can, just kind of hang out for about an hour or so, just talking to people. Yeah, that's that. I think it was 20 hours a month. So I thought, doing a live stream, use the StreamYard, and then for everything else, just kind of use what I was, just go OBS and doing it that way. So, because I don't think I'll do more than 20 hours a month live streaming anyway. So, but I think it was I think it is. It's like 20 a month or something like that. 20 hours a month. Hey, Jack, I always wanted to ask you, because I see you on Hobos, and I see you, all over the place, doing this stuff. You're always in there giving all your your input of knowledge that you have. How long have you been doing this? I mean, you've had to been doing this for a while. Yeah, that's what yeah, OBS to record, absolutely. And then do the StreamYard for like this kind of stuff. I think that's probably the route I'll go. But I know when I listen to you, like Hobo's really good. He's a really good designer. He can do a lot of this, that intricate stuff, and he's real good at that stuff. But when it comes to like certain areas, Chris and yourself, you guys are there for him, and it really helps him out a lot. So I know you have been doing it. Yeah, you've had to been doing this for a while now, because I've been doing it for a couple of years, on and off. And sometimes you can tell, and sometimes you can't. I made my glasses thing. I don't know if you saw that video. To hold my glasses, little glass caddy. And I hate doing it because you always waste material. When you waste material, you're wasting money. So the first one I made was so big, and then I kind of changed it up a little bit smaller, and then I went even a little bit more. And hell, I even have another one down here I did. So until I finally got to the one I wanted to get, you had to go through all this stuff. You had to burn all these things. So it is not cheap. It's expensive. All right, let me see what you said. I started a 3D printer about 10 years ago and CO2 about 7 years ago. Yeah, I can tell. Just listening to the way you talk and all. I mean, it's definitely, you definitely know what you're talking about. Yeah, I see Hobo gave up the Milmage. He's not doing it anymore, it sounds like. But, they're all kind of about the same. I mean, you do things, you got to have different programs to create it, and then you got to have your different programs to be able to run your software for it. So what's nice with Milmage is it's all built in one, which I really like. Yeah, that RC mower. When I saw that video, I said, yep, that's what I need right there. Just sitting back on your porch, just mowing grass. I like that. That was a good video. I really like that. That was awesome. What do we got? Just me and you yet. We get somebody, and then they drop out. So that is what it is. Okay, I got you by a couple years then. I'm 54. Be 55 this year. Started building computers when you was 14. Yeah. Yeah, that gives you a lot of know-how and a lot of knowledge with it, for sure. Yeah, that's cool. That's real cool. I used to, like, back when Windows 98 was there, I had a Gateway computer, and I put it all together and did some things with it, and increased the RAM, increased the memory card, or the memory, whatever, all that. It's been so many years, I don't remember what any of that is anymore. But now you see, now I got my laptop is falling apart. It's all cracked and broke. What I have is what I have, so I don't even mess with them. I got another laptop I got, but I can't do any of this stuff on it. It's a Celeron, and apparently the Celeron, the processor isn't fast enough, and you can't even, because they're soldered in to the motherboard, you can't even take the parts off because they're soldered in. And I'm sure there's a way you can get them off, but just, yeah, it wouldn't be me. That'd be more heading towards your field. Yeah, that lawnmower though, that was awesome. When I saw that video, I said, "Oh yeah, I like that. That's really cool." Let's unshow that chat. And let's show that again. Still not popping up there. I don't know why the heck that's doing that. Like I said, I did one earlier. Just I went unlisted, and I gave the key to my sister, the code for it, and she came in there on her end, and she was just watching. Everything was working perfect. I said, "Hey, did something." I get on there for my first live, and it's done. That's crazy. Refresh. That didn't do it. Mine it's not even really a laptop. It's HP Pavilion, but it's and I've had it for a number of years now, and this thing does real good. It does good for all this kind of stuff. My new laptop, it's an HP also, but it's just it can't run any like OBS. It can't run it. If you can run OBS, but once you open up like Lightburn with it, it bogs it right down. I hear you. I've never messed with Linux. I don't know anything about it. Yeah, if you know your computers, you can definitely get around and do a lot of this stuff. I mean, being able to work on a computer itself, and then all the processors and stuff you do with the laser machine and the CNC machine, it kind of goes hand in hand. I'm pretty sure. Um, First thing I started out with was 3018. I got it off Amazon. It was like 120 bucks. I don't even remember what the brand was, but it was 100, maybe 150 bucks. But it was a little small 3018, and I would do like a sign like what I showed you, this one here, and it would take me about 4 of these to get it to where it would actually engrave it the way it was supposed to. It would start going through, and then all of a sudden it would skip a spot, like it would pause for a second, and I didn't see it. I didn't know, and it was going through, and all of a sudden I saw it. Like, I'm looking at it, I'm like, why is it engraving where it was already engraved at? And that's when I'm like, oh my God. So I had to stop it, take the wood off, get another one, plane it, sand it, put it back on. It was such a pain in the you know what. But you know. What's up, Johnny King? How you doing? I haven't heard from you in a minute. But that first one, it was such a nightmare. Four times I would have to restart that job till I would finally get it, and then it would finally go through, and I would give my sign. I said, well, this is, I'm wasting all this wood. Now I got to plane it down. It's even skinnier than what it was, so I used it for other things. But man, I said, I'm done with this. And then I got my laser. I got the Ortur 5 watt, and I really liked that. That was real nice. And I said, well, if I get this, I was watching Louisiana Hobby Guy, and he was talking about the Ortur 10 watt. And I said, heck, I'll just buy the laser head for it. And that's what I did. I got that, and that I really, really liked. What you working on, Johnny? Working your ass off. I like that. um, but yeah, that Ortur, the 10 watt was real nice. I really enjoyed that. And then I got the Burn Lab A20 Pro, and I really like that one. That's the one I use probably most of the time. Every once in a while, if I'm doing a bunch of coasters, I'll pull the Ortur off, and I'll put that on there too. Or if I'm trying to get a little better detail, I might pull the Ortur off the 10 watt. But for the most part, it just hangs up right over there. Just hangs up on the wall. 33-inch clock monkey pad. All right, what is a 33-inch clock monkey pad? Is it pad? I ain't got my glasses on. Pod. What is that? Yeah, I saw the. I think that's the one, Jack. You made a video on, wasn't it? Putting it together. I believe that was the 40 watt laser tree. I think that was.